Welcome to Terrifying Tales, your one-stop destination for all things that go bump in the night. As the moon rises and the darkness blankets the earth, we invite you to join us on an unsettling journey through the spine-chilling stories that keep you up at night. From the shadowy corners of folklore to the depths of the internet, tales of terror lurk, waiting to be told. Are you ready to question the line between reality and the supernatural? Let's turn the page and begin our chilling exploration. Remember, once you step into this world, there's no turning back. Have you ever wondered if the tales of horror whispered in hushed tones are grounded in reality? Our world is teeming with stories that send a shiver down the spine, tales whispered from one generation to the next, growing more sinister with each telling. Each tale a question mark that chills the bone. Could these stories of terror, these urban legends, hold a kernel of truth? Prepare yourself as we delve into the eerie world of urban legends. Imagine a knock at your door late at night, only to find two children standing there, their eyes as black as the night itself. This is the beginning of the eerie narrative, the start of the spine-chilling saga of the black-eyed children, an urban legend that has haunted minds and sent shivers down spines for decades. These are not your typical children lost in the dark. Oh no, these are beings of an entirely different sort. Their eyes, devoid of life, devoid of light, are as black as the inky abyss of a starless night. Gazing into them is like staring into a void, a vacuum that absorbs all light and life, giving you a sense of a dreadful abyss, cold and cruel. It is said they materialize on your doorstep as if out of nowhere. Their visage, seemingly innocent, cloaked with the guise of youth, belies the menacing darkness lurking within. The visage that could easily fool the untrained eye, a mask of innocence hiding a malevolent presence. Their request is straightforward, yet it sends a chill running down your spine. They want to be invited in. They stand there stoic and silent in the dead of the night, their pitch-black eyes pleading, almost desperate for entry into your sanctuary, your safe haven. The mystery surrounding these uncanny children is as vast as the darkness in their eyes. No one knows the origin of these entities or what their desires might be. Some whisper in hushed tones that they might be spirits of lost children trapped between worlds seeking solace. Others, more skeptical and fear-stricken, believe they are demons masquerading as innocent children, their intent unknown, their motives inscrutable. Their voice, though reminiscent of a human child, carries an unsettling, eerie undertone. The words they utter echo into the night, reverberating through the emptiness, piercing the still air like a sharp dagger, sending shivers down the spine of anyone unfortunate enough to hear them. Their speech is an uncanny blend of innocence and foreboding, a chilling reminder of their otherworldly origins. Those who've had the misfortune of encountering them speak of an overpowering dread, a crippling fear that washes over them, freezing their bodies, numbing their senses. It's a feeling of impending doom, a premonition of something terrible about to happen. Their experiences, while varied, all carry a common thread of intense terror and an inexplicable feeling of despair. The chilling tales of encounters with the children have become the stuff of nightmares, haunting the sleep of many. As mysteriously as they appear, the black-eyed children make their exit, vanishing into the shadows of the night just as abruptly. Their departure leaves behind a chilling, residual air of fear, a lingering sense of dread that clings to the location of their visit. They vanish without a trace, leaving behind countless unanswered questions and a paralyzing fear that lasts long after their departure. The legend of the black-eyed children is a haunting tale that raises goosebumps, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurks in the shadows. It's a tale that's been passed down through generations, scaring children and adults alike. It is an eerie narrative that serves as a grim reminder of the mysteries that exist in this world, mysteries that are often too terrifying to ponder. So the next time there's a knock on your door, will you dare to answer? Will you have the courage to face the unknown, to confront the eerie children with eyes as black as the abyss itself? Or will you cower in fear, praying for the dawn to save you from the spine-chilling legend of the black-eyed children? You decide. Envision a gargantuan winged beast that towers over all, with eyes seething a blood-curdling red. glaring ominously from the obsidian abyss. This is the spine-chilling portrayal of the Mothman, an urban myth that has incited dread and captivated curiosity for generations. A monster birthed from the eerie tendrils of folklore, the Mothman signifies our innermost terrors, a manifestation of our shared trepidation of the enigmatic and unexplained. It took form in the quaint little town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a place that would transform into the theatre for a timeless myth that echoes with an ominous resonance across the globe. The Mothman, an entity whose story has been narrated and re-narrated through the corridors of time, presents an image of monstrous proportions and an intimidating facade. Its wings, colossal and threatening, stretch over 10 feet. They spread in the dead of night, casting threatening shadows that swallow all light and life. The terrific magnitude of this creature is enough to instill a primeval fear even in the most courageous souls, underscoring the power of tales and myths to shape our worldview. The beast's eyes, menacingly aglow with a crimson that appears almost sentient, are perhaps its most horrifying feature. They burn with a ferocity that pierces the thick blackness, a terrifying contrast to the encroaching darkness. The eyes of the Mothman are said to possess a captivating power that tears at the very seams of reality. A mesmerizing gaze that has both intrigued and petrified those who claim to have encountered this alien being. However, the Mothman is not merely a nocturnal monstrosity. It is an oracle of doom, its chilling presence a harbinger of cataclysmic events. The creature was first sighted in Point Pleasant in the days preceding the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967. This devastating incident claimed 46 innocent lives, leaving the town submerged in a sea of grief and disbelief. Amidst the turmoil and despair, whispers of the Mothman began to circulate like a chilling breeze. The townsfolk were driven to question, was the Mothman's appearance a forewarning that fell on deaf ears? Was this monster a grim reaper, its presence a sign of the impending doom? The narrative of the Mothman did not culminate with the Silver Bridge disaster. Since then, accounts of the creature have been registered around the globe, always coinciding with a calamity. A shadowy figure witnessed before the nuclear meltdown at Chernobyl, an elusive silhouette sighted prior to the infamous 9/11 attacks. Each instance, the presence of the Mothman carries a pervasive sense of looming catastrophe, an intuition that something terrifying, something cataclysmic, is imminent. It is this association with impending disaster that renders the Mothman myth so enthralling. It draws on our deepest fears and uncertainties. We inhabit a world fraught with uncertainties, with catastrophe lurking in every shadow. The Mothman, with its haunting presence and link to calamities, personifies these terrors. It is a tangible embodiment of the dread we experience when confronted with the inexplicable, the disquiet that holds us captive when we danger but cannot discern it. The tale of the Mothman continues to haunt us, to ensnare our collective consciousness. It is a story that has weathered the test of time, a myth that has transcended geographical borders and cultural barriers. It resonates with our inborn human instinct for caution, for omens that foretell disaster. The Mothman, in all its fearsome grandeur, reflects this instinct, a symbol of our desperate yearning for prophetic insight in a world shrouded by unpredictability. As we delve further into the tale of the Mothman, we are drawn into a realm shrouded in mystery and fear, a realm where legends breathe life and terrors materialize. Could the Mothman be a portent of ruin, or is it merely a projection of our collective fears? This question lingers unanswered, a riddle that fuels our curiosity and fascination with the haunting legend of the Mothman. Imagine walking alone in the woods, the crunch of leaves underfoot, the only sound breaking the eerie silence. It is a typical day like any other, the sun shining through the cracks between the towering trees, painting streaks of light onto the forest floor. The wind rustles the leaves, and the trees sway gently to its rhythm. The smell of damp earth fills the air. It is a scene that would have been beautiful had it not been for the foreboding aura. You have heard tales about this place, about a creature that roams these very woods. Stories passed down through generations, whispers of a haunting presence that has become an urban legend. The Slender Man, they call it, its name often spoken in hushed tones, as if the utterance could summon the beast. It is a creature born from the depths of the internet, from the darkest corners of the digital world, and into the minds of the most vulnerable. Suddenly, you feel a chilling presence behind you. Your heart pounds in your chest, your quickens, every instinct screams at you to run, but your legs refuse to obey. It's as if the forest itself is holding its breath, waiting for what comes next. The silence is so deafening that you can almost hear the blood rushing in your ears. You gather the courage to turn around, only to see a tall, thin figure with unnaturally long arms looming in the shadows. It is the Slender Man, just as the stories described him. A faceless entity, dressed in a black suit, his elongated form possessing the ability to stretch and contract. The sight of him is terrifying, yet somehow captivating. You watch as he looms over his victims or hides in the darkest corners, his very form defying the laws of nature. Rumors suggest he stalks, abducts and traumatizes people, particularly children. These are not just mere tales, though. There have been many cases where people have claimed to have encountered this spectral figure. Some have even committed horrifying acts in his name, their minds twisted by the influence of this sinister legend. This urban legend, born from the depths of the internet, has become more than just a figment of digital folklore. The Slender Man has manifested itself into our reality. It has made its presence known in the most terrifying ways, its influence reaching far beyond the confines of the digital world. It has become a symbol of our collective fears, representing the darkness that lurks within humanity. The Slender Man is a testament to how powerful stories can be, how they can shape our perception reality. It is ultimately a creation of our collective imagination, a product of our inherent fear of the unknown. But just because it was born from fiction doesn't mean it stays within the realm of the imaginary. The line between fiction and reality is blurred, and the Slender Man is a chilling example of that. So the next time you're alone in the woods, will you feel the presence of the Slender Man? Or will you dismiss it as just another tale spun from our collective fear of the unknown? Picture yourself shrouded in an impenetrable darkness, alone in a room dimly lit by a solitary candle. Your heart pounds like a war drum in your chest as you utter Bloody Mary 3 times. Each chant is like an unholy hymn, an invitation to a realm teetering on the brink of reality and nightmare. The legend of Bloody Mary seeps into our subconscious like a persistent nightmare, whispered in terrified hushes around blazing campfires, shared in hushed tones at midnight slumber parties, and etched in the annals of pop culture. This tale festers in our collective consciousness, luring thrill-seekers who hunger to flirt with the terrifying abyss of their fears. At the heart of this foreboding legend lurks a malicious spirit called forth from the abyss through the accursed mirror. She's rumoured to materialise in the mirror, her grotesque visage twisted in eternal rage or sorrow, forever ensnared within the spectral labyrinth of the reflective surface. Her haunting countenance, as folklore tells, is the outward manifestation of her eternal anguish, mirroring her tragic past and her timeless damnation. The act of summoning this wraith demands not just a steel nerve, but a degree of foolhardiness bordering on insanity. Those who have dared to summon recount terrifying experiences, events that have nearly driven them to the brink of madness. They speak of sudden, bone-chilling gusts of wind, as if the spectral Mary herself had swept into the room. There are tales of the single candle struggling to remain alight, battling against an unseen, malevolent force. And then there are those who have claimed to have seen the banshee-like apparition of Mary herself, her ghostly form materializing chillingly from the mirror's abyss, her ethereal existence momentarily given a horrifying form. The genesis of this petrifying legend is as clouded as the tale itself, with roots through time and cultures. Some trace it to England's Queen Mary I, notorious for her brutal attempts to reinstate Catholicism in the nation. Her reign, stained with the blood of countless executions and religious persecutions, earned her the chilling moniker Bloody Mary, a name that echoes ominously with the eerie legend. Others believe the legend draws from more ancient folklore, plumbing the depths of mythology. They point to aged superstitions cautioning against vanity's dangers, embodied by the mirror. These age-old myths also underline the supernatural attributes of mirrors, seen as gateways to otherworldly realms, a belief deeply entrenched in numerous cultures. This blood-curdling legend, despite its nightmare-inducing narrative, continues to captivate, taking our understanding of reality and warping it, smudging the line between the factual and the fantastical. It compels us to question our faith in the supernatural, nudging us towards the yawning chasm of the inexplicable. The legend of Bloody Mary serves as a chilling metaphor for our collective dread and unease. It is a tale woven from our shared terror of the unseen, the misunderstood and the unfathomable. It is a manifestation of our primal fears, our horror of the dark, and our disquiet at the concept of malevolent forces lurking just out of sight. Thus, the next time you find yourself alone with a mirror in a pitch-black room, will you dare to summon Bloody Mary? Or will you dismiss it as just another tale woven from our collective terror of the unknown? The answer lies solely with you, buried deep within your courage and conviction. After all, the legend of Bloody Mary goes beyond a mere supernatural tale. It's an ultimate test of faith, a challenge to the very boundaries of our perceived reality. Having journeyed through the chilling world of urban legends, we've unmasked the myths that haunt our collective consciousness. We've delved into the unnerving legend of the black-eyed children, whose eerie encounters have left many shuddering in their wake. We've dissected the unsettling tale of the Mothman, a harbinger of doom whose sightings have been linked to catastrophic events. We've unraveled the enigma of the Slender Man, an entity born from the digital realm whose influence seeped into our reality with terrifying consequences. We've dared to summon the Bloody Mary, a spectral figure whose haunting presence is a chilling testament to our fear of the unknown and the unseen. These stories, these legends, they are more than mere tales spun around campfires or whispered in hushed tones. They are reflections of our deepest fears, our collective anxieties, and our primal dread of the unknown. They serve as metaphors for our shared unease, our horror of the dark, and our disquiet at malevolent forces lurking just out of sight. These stories, they captivate us, they terrify us, and yet they fascinate us. They draw us into their chilling embrace, compelling us to question our understanding of reality, pushing us to explore the yawning abyss of the inexplicable. And in doing so, they blur the line between myth and reality, between the tangible and the ethereal, between our world and the world beyond. So, the next time you hear a whisper of a tale that chills your spine, remember the line between myth and reality is often blurred. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep the lights on. We hope you found our journey through the chilling world of urban legends as captivating as we did. If you yearn for more spine-chilling content, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and join us as we delve deeper into the shadows. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It's your way of telling us you want more. But our journey doesn't end here. We want to hear from you. Have you had any eerie encounters of your own? Do you have a chilling urban legend that sends shivers down your spine? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your engagement helps us uncover more terrifying tales to share with you. So stay curious, stay vigilant, and remember, always keep the lights on. Until next time.